Right when I moved here, November 7th, 2025, I came in here and I thought it was Middle Eastern and or Arab gentlemen up here, and they weren't nice to me. And I had an EBT snap card and I haven't been back since. So what do they have in here really? Now, I don't know about, $8.99. That's not that bad. Crab sandwich, meatball, ham, chicken, tuna, roast beef. They don't have any full fat vegetarian and or vegetarian options. So cheesesteak, Greek salata, Greek salad, $10.99. Now what does that come with it? Who knows? Cheese pizza is $9.99. Now my favorite pizza is, the cheese pizza at 7-Eleven. And it can feed me more than one day in a way if I eat other additives. I'll see you later. Now that wasn't our window, the one in the crevice, but on our left, if you're viewing this video legally and not with AI, it was kind of like that balcony. But that wasn't it, was it? I have a picture of it in my phone. Now, the Atomic Liquor cocktails. Did Scott Randall Centers really think I was gonna go there and drink? And of course, Agape's doing better, and then she couldn't walk, and then she could in her stroller too. And I didn't know what opioids were then for Agape. Well, of course, this is the Ellie or Eli, formerly Fremont 9 when we lived in here. And I went in there, asked for water or coffee, and this thing, I think it was a woman, don't know what she identified. Are you here for leasing? Do you need a condo or something? So I come out here, and I believe it was Protective Force International said, and they can say whatever they want. It's private property in there, I guess. So they said, I took a picture or a video, and the one said, which I don't think was ethical or just, not putting down Protective Force International or their new ownership, said, oh, I got a picture of you too. That's Maria Athens. And I'm here, Agape, and Lil Randall, and Big Randall. Of course, he paid for it. It was under my name, Maureen Athens. 3 months, furnished about $12,000 to $14,000. And I correct myself, it was over 2 weeks. He wouldn't let me see my cat, Kalamata at the Regency Towers. So I was singing a Lil Kim song, in front of the Luxor when I was saying one of my staycations at your Studio 6. And I meant it at the time, and I still would mean it if it was back then. I'll give you 10 G's if you leave me alone. It would have been a lot cheaper. Right, Scott Randall Centers? Don't worry, my menstrual flow is still flowing. Now I'm on the 3rd day and it's always pretty light. Just like when I was 12, when I first got it, almost 13. Stay healthy, stay safe. So don't tell anyone. Ross Goodman, Esquire at My Law. I do love and respect him so much. I never had a crush on him. He asked in an email, very respectfully and not pushy, did I want to write a Google review or a review when I was at Resolutions? But I didn't want to give him a bad name. Things have changed. If you can believe it, I didn't even know about this. And we share the same wall, kind of, allegedly. And so when I had to get notarized right here, for Scott Centers Vivitrol infused DUI, for my favorite lawyer, let's face it, he is. And then Miracle Moberly. So I got a notary. He was open on Saturday, I think. So I came in here for a notary, and he was really nice, and I had Agape in the stroller. Now, I came in here for the notary, right? And then this is where, I can't remember, Alzora Jackson on June 19th as Maria Centers with one of my favorite dresses, right? And Agape, so it was a Kari that worked Animal Family Pet Preservation. She was stuck for 2 days because of the June 19th holiday in a warehouse in a warehouse in Texas. But they assured me that Agape couldn't get hurt, but then I thought, and I did have that 1 day at a time thing. So I was like, okay, don't think about it too much, and they said they never lost a pet in the afterlife legally through their shipping method. It was USPS ground, I think. So I interviewed Alzora B. Jackson for the job, and dare she call herself a warrior. Now, she kept changing the time for me, and I do all my news myself, not to brag. She kept changing the time. It was supposed to be I forget what, I think it was a Wednesday or something. I did it in front of the Supreme Court right here because I wanted to make her look good. So then, long story boring, she changed the time to the morning, and then she hadn't gotten her hair done or something. Somehow I still made my deadline. And I came out here the night before, of course, to do the stand-up, and with wind and people beeping and everything, and I didn't even realize. Then I came in here when I wasn't doing as well, and they said I had to leave. And then she was huffy to me at the Thai club, but accepted my apology. I mean, wouldn't she have helped me? She's a criminal lawyer, but I'm not a criminal. I dedicate this to the Regency Towers. All of us good ones. How's Michael's children? Ad verbatim for the New York Post. And Michael Jackson moved, I can't even do it. They're illegally, peacefully protesting and stalking me, trying to kill me, and it's for real. June 3rd, 2026, I have been forgiven for my alcoholism. Just ask Vegas's only Greek Orthodox Christian church, Father John Hondros, and his priest wife, Maria Hondros. So it keeps going to portrait, right? But it doesn't take the picture, but it does. So I delete one of my videos. So whatever party ideology you're in, Republican, Libertarian, Independent, Atheist, Democrat, really lib, really MAGA, it's all illegal what they're doing to me. Though criminal ones. From top to bottom, pyramid scheme, everything. I saw Tomas and Police Marshal Lorenko, among others, and the handicap's working. None of this is funny. I have permanent stress and trauma from my mother and Scott Centers. This eardrum is still broken from Bell's palsy for Scott Centers yelling at me February of last year, and permanent recovered, lifelong recovered alcoholism. And CCDC means a lot to me. And Lil Randall loves LVMPD, evidence vault, I know. Of the people, by the people, for the people. None of this is funny. And I think I'm just so cool. It's natural. Thank you. They love me so much. What's that one's name? Noble or Nobile? It's the noble one. Have you written about Judge Bauckham lately, or who? Look at them. Print journalism for the Las Vegas Sun, Regency Towers, in terms of square footage. In terms of square footage. Well, I wouldn't call it downsizing. And my dad ran up and down the staircase every single morning. It's Maria Athens KPVM-TV, Happy and Agape Athens, and Lil Randall Centers. Do you like my outfit of the day? It's flowy and it's blowy. Smile, I'm worth it. Maybe it's Maria Athens. Maybe it's Maureen. No, it's not in Las Vegas. Is that Chandra or another nappy one? I don't say nappy. How you gonna lay me down? My, pull over. Now I think, according to, not sure if it's AI or the City of Las Vegas government videos, our former mayor before this one gave Usher a key to our city. I love you, Ross, and your beautiful family. How's your beautiful wife? It's Athens. They love me so much. Does what's her name, Natasha, want to lick me? We're all public figures and they think they're famous off my ass. Meet me at the next DJT rally or VPJD. I will not talk to you like I didn't before. And I never interconnected any of my wires in the news pools, ever. Trump fans! How's Marco Rubio? He's Hispanic, right? Or Latino. Ask U.S. Nevada delegation, Jackie Rosen and them. With respect, we have a big case? Do we? And why not for Scott Centers? Hey, can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Can you breathe the window down? It's not the 109. It's on Shelley time. Mayor Shelley Berkeley time. Not all of them, though. Now, there's no time to waste, but this driver was a woman. She had short hair, nice teeth. Were they real or not? She waved and her body language was nice. Well, today's been a good one, a banger, and they're copying everything I do. So, in Greek, wife and or bride is Nephi. Who's Mayor Shelley's secret Nephi or U.S. Congresswoman Dina Tightass? Or did they all break up and they're mixing and matching? I'm not sure. Ask them. And well, my volume was always turned off this phone, and really that's not that big of a deal. They're very triggered, good and or bad. Who's dry, who's moist, and so much more. You heard it here first. All natural. I don't plan any of this, live and or taped. Well, to be completely factual and for real, Scott Randall Centers never sucks my nipples. It's Manny at my favorite Albertsons.
He was trying to go by, that's all.
Oh, and so this is my 7th month of, can I go through here or not? This is my 7th month, of paying my rent. And it's very serious. Should I spend, I don't know, over $400 a day on intoxicated everything and staycations for Scott Centers and all of them? It's a big deal. Do you know the Las Vegas Review-Journal Sun's workers were stalking me at Regional Justice Court? And I don't want to repeat myself, but my period's almost over, my menstrual flow, I'm 47 and counting, and I get a light. Now, I got this dress from Indians, and, well, that's all I need to say. The line's short. Oh my God, it's Deshaun. I love Deshaun. Deshaun, do you have anything to say? You're at work. He is one of my favorite managers. So as you can see in my live video, I got eyeliner here and it's working really well. It was $9.99 before taxes. And I bought a Lancome eyebrow pencil, as we know, and Nordstrom's takes anything back. Even in Marin County, I saw seemingly rich, too skinny, or older moms, right, where they test tube babies or whatnot, right, returning, I guess they were too small for it was boys, shoes, and Nordstrom's took them back. Should I walk there? Should I get lunch at Trump Tower? Or just ask, sorry, that's in New York, I think it's different, Trump International 89109, or just ask to use the water fountain? And as we know, it was always reporting from Trump International. I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas. Not in that diction for them. None of this is funny. Repetition, repetition, repetition. I'm in my room producing hits and pour some bougie juice in it. A little bit of urban and class and all of it. So I'm paying my rent early, a couple days. It's due on the 7th. Don't tell anybody. So I got, I like fresh fruit, mangoes. I like mangoes a lot. I like other fruit too. But so there's no food tax in Homines, Nevada. So it's $12. So I put in the family plan phone number. So then, of course, Snap is A-Rod Ford, our Attorney General. Does this poor single black mother have food in his belly or tummy? Did you RSVP to VPJD when he invited, I think according to my internet interface at my personal MacBook Air, all the attorney generals nationwide, including Alaska, Hawaii, and the lower continental 48? Or were you on vacation, or were you here campaigning against our governor for his, well, not his, your, whoever's next position? And there's another one up there, some blonde, I guess she thought she was hot, with colored contacts or not, hair extensions or not, talking about you can't make it up. She wanted marijuana tax to go to public education in the battleground state. You can't make it up. They listen to everything I do, say, shit, eat, talk, and they still can't get it right. And all of it is mostly illegal. Smile, you're on my camera. So this was $12, like I said, and these are crisps. Right. So this says, so of course I didn't pay with my Snap card. The save $5, enjoy $5 off 25 US dollars. Get extra savings when you use Snap benefits on qualifying produce and dairy. Get offer, scan. That white mark, they scanned my arm in Alaska when I was sent to interview up in Juneau, the 30th Alaska State Legislature, with our U.S. Senior Senator of Alaska, Lisa Ann Murkowski. And according to the internet, for some reason it told me she just turned 69. Merc forever. I thought you cared about Alaska, DC, animals, and so much more. I mean it. I mean this as a compliment. So I think I saw Melissa and her husband now by chance, well, outside of our courthouse in Love Center when you do your paperwork. Now, I did recognize her, but she dresses different outside of work, and she looks classy at work. And I wouldn't wear this to work, but maybe I would if I was doing a beach story. Is Melissa on her honeymoon?
See real quick.
Is Melissa on her honeymoon? Oh my Snap fraud benefits, not me. Is Melissa on her honeymoon?
You asking me?
Yes.
I don't know who Melissa is.
Melissa, who works with you, beautiful Melissa.
Oh, I don't know where she's at. She's at a different store.
This is my neighbor. What'd you say? Do I want to ride home? Maybe I do. Manny, what's up? I don't talk like that. Is Melissa on her honeymoon? We don't know. And my mouth goes like this, and of course, Floyd found heavily involved. Is he white or black? He's white. Very funny. So I'm one to never really conventionally ask for help or for rides or anything. Ask AA, So Chris here, I like Chris a lot. I think body language. We live together in different units. And he's here at our Albertsons, my favorite Albertsons. And he was leaving at the same time. And I didn't talk to our terribles guy. Thank you. We live up the road off Bruce. So I don't always want to be on a video, and I want to enjoy Chris and have real human-to-human, contact. I haven't been in a car in a while. And it is sad. It is sad. It's not even sad that Scott Sanders could have done this, spearheaded this. I don't need to repeat myself. Chris, how's your day? I mean it.
I'm pretty screwed.
Why? This might be on
It has
TV.
nothing to do with you. I was going to ask you, see, you do documentaries?
Yes.
I had a friend of mine who, his name was Wesley Warren. He has World Book of Records for the biggest nut sack in the world.
Scott Sanders used to call himself ball sack. Sorry. Even on our Wells Fargo, when he gave me money, a little bit of cash, he would put ball sack cash on the Wells Fargo. It's in my backpack too, in these papers.
Okay. But anyways, I lost all the DVDs from the shows he was on. So I contacted Howard Stern's blog and put his picture on his blog. 2 days later, he was in New York getting interviewed by Howard Stern. And then
Can you say that slower a little bit? Or I can watch the video again later.
But anyways, I'm trying to get the DVDs from each show he went on. He went on Daniel Tosh, The Doctors, Howard Stern.
I don't know what that is. It's Howard Stern.
Let's see who else. There was a couple other ones.
Do you not like our president?
No, I don't like Trump.
I do, but I have friends that don't. I just wanted to. You don't judge me though, right?
No.
Okay. I know. I don't think you do.
Only by everybody's actions. But anyways, I'm trying to get a hold of each show. Like the BBC actually took the documentary and they put all these other things together. And then it finally aired about 5 years ago, and they had two parts. One was the American version, and the other one was the European version. The European version was more graphic, and it was pretty nasty. But anyways, I'm trying to get, even if I can contact the BBC just to get a copy of each one, I'll be a happy camper. But
You can. I mean, obviously, you can't find it on the internet, or you wouldn't be talking to me about this. I'm not passive aggressive or anything.
I think you can, but you can't. I can't get the European version because it was more graphic, and it was the highest rated BBC documentary ever. They showed the doc. I mean,
How
never
can they
right
show
there.
all of that on BBC though?
That's this Europe. Europe TV.
Don't you think Melania is beautiful as a first lady?
Yeah, she's alright.
Oh, come on.
But
I don't have a girl crush on her or anything, but
I don't know.
I mean, has there been a more beautiful American first lady?
Yeah,
I don't even think they have first ladies in other countries.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know.
President of Venezuela. Yeah.
Oh.
See, Trump diverted the attention to that and started a war in Iran. So we're still going for Greenland and still going for Venezuela, but now it's out of the picture. So
why is the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America? Now I don't know.
It's not. It won't be either.
It's neither.
No, it's
I don't
the Gulf
know.
of Mexico. It's always been.
I mean, I did like doing that story because I had really good videos, but I'd done up. I mean, it's a neutral. You know, I reported on it neutral, and I'm not an atlas, so.
No, you're not. But you know.
You went the scenic route.
The land mass.
There's our original Greek Orthodox Church, June 3rd, 2026.
Anyway,
New Life Christian Center.
I was really trying to. I'm gonna have to put an effort into getting it because his anniversary of his death is coming up soon.
I haven't stopped this video. It's gonna be too long. Do you have one last thing to say, Chris?
No, I'm giving my friend a ride home.
Thank you. It is priceless. So today has been good, relatively speaking, community support. I won't get her in it because she worked. So Gatorade, I haven't had one of these. They give them to you at rehab and at detox when you first get there for alcoholism and electrolytes. And I like the color. And we don't have Coke or Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper I like better than Coke usually. Zero, and Chris is waiting for my phone number, and it's a private unlisted number. And the bottle is thicker plastic for water. And it matches my eyes, and I'm so cool, but I am. Well, not to forget, so Happy Athens and I went to Clark County Wetlands Park a lot. We mixed it up. You know, so we would go downtown, Clark County Wetlands Park, sometimes the park right there in, what is it called? I can't remember. Where DJ T had his rally on June 9th, 2024, we would go there. He has walking challenges, not his fault and or mine. So we would go out, you know, walk for an hour and a half. He did, and then I would call Scott Centers when he was doing better, text him, he'd want to see a photo or video later, but I didn't want to stop the walk all the time for that. So we went and bought a taser at Bass Pro right here on Blue Diamond. But then an employee there said it was illegal or something. But then why would they sell it to me? And I did feel better. I had it in my fanny, but no, I had it on my arm. And it was pink. I think. That was last summer. And we have so many illegalities going on at me, my service animals, but none of them are our fault. Before I forget, or I didn't forget, so it's on my right foot. So there's that round right there. So I got that in Alaska. And I didn't go barefoot, you know, really there or wear flip-flops or anything. I did bring some. My favorite ones from Greece, they're Havianas with the Greek flag, and Happy ate them. I didn't get mad at Happy, but I've carried them around since I was like 20. Why did I bring them to Alaska? I guess sentimental. So that, well, it just sometimes, not always. And I would tell Scott Centers when we were together that, what is it? Like some family of, well, I don't know, a tapeworm. And they said they gave Maria Callas, the one and only, a tapeworm or something to be skinny. So I just remembered because I'm so, well, what I am. Is that from Elon Musk or do they do that? I don't know, my socks or when they branded my arm internally on my left bicep. So I'm clean, and of course I take a shower every day. So what's interesting is this doesn't hurt now, you know, in shoes, right? And so it's my toenail is split, if that's my toenail. And this is disgusting, right? But I'm not. And I was very ashamed and embarrassed of what I uncovered within myself in, you know, you know, fall and winter, and I'm not like I used to be. because I'm so special, right? And of course, if agape, you know, that I don't think was there. That was there, of course. I'm not going to cry. It's not going to change anything. When she got shaved for IV the last time at Haven Animal Hospital. So I took a picture of this, whatever they put on my skin, tissues, teeth, hair, nails, whatnot. But it does appear that the plastic shit or whatever is binding to my, well, everything superior, human-born flesh, skin, nails, tissue, it is on my real nail again. So, a year later, right? Since I left Scott Centers for good, almost next month. Should I repeat myself? July 25th, 2025. So I just wanted to make them, but I baked them in the oven. I like it much more than a microwave. So I wasted some beans on a vegetarian full-fat burrito, and I need protein and I need food. But according to AI, right now on my Apple iPhone, yes, human cloning is illegal across the globe. Certain songs never get old, like one that says, one day at a time, keep your cool and you'll be fine. One day at a time, keep your cool, don't lose your mind. One day at a time, keep your cool and you'll be fine. One day at a time, keep your cool, don't lose your mind. So post-Athens Greece living. My father shipped his Acura. We called it a silver bullet. It was stick shift 2-door. I loved it so much, and so did he. So I got it dropped off while I was at work at Gokari Estiatorio, and get this, one of the non-Greek managers, I saw it in a book, a report of the night shift. Athens' voice is dead. I know. He was tall and very Anglo-Saxon and white. That's all I really remember. So it got dropped off during my work shift. That's at 200 Jackson at front. And I won't give out their name, but, well, my favorite news anchor ever besides myself, we took a picture in front of it, well, kind of on the hood, but not weird or anything. We didn't open the hood. And I drove it home. Now, when it got, well, somebody slammed into me at a light from leaving Airport Heights, right? Was I going to Brown Jug? Where was I going? It was a Sunday night, and the last thing I remember, because I had the right of way, I had the right of way. So I was turning left, and it was a green light, and nobody was coming the opposite direction. So a huge, it wasn't an SUV, it wasn't a car, it was huge. It came barreling at me, and I thought I was going to die. That's the last thing I remember. Then I didn't look at the police reports. I did get a lot of pictures, and APD Chief Chris Tully had resigned that Friday. It was the Sunday before 4th of July, 2017. I was 38, and the new APD Police Chief Justin Dahl was surrounding me when I came to in the hospital with a bunch of his police force staff and asked me, did I drink, so much more. So then the car was somehow in my, well, Airport Heights driveway, and I sat in the back crying, and I thought, couldn't I fix it for cheaper than, well, giving it for the insurance money and my Tino's? So some Greeks, we have this, we put it in our rearview mirror from Tino's, if you know about that stuff, and it protects you not to die in a car accident. Aftokinito. June 3rd, 2026. I have been forgiven for my alcoholism from Father John Hondros from Vegas's only Greek Orthodox Christian cathedral and or church, Ephesto Patapoli. Hard. There's no time like the past, present, and or future, and I'm already in the future. So my first experience at, well, relatively late age with a man, he couldn't get it up. So I never really, I think he was gay and he was lying to himself. Now in my last, unfiltered oral expression based on truth and facts, I was not referring to Scott Randall Centers. He only to me twice. The first time was March 7th, 2018 at my rented apartment on 1201 Denali Street in Fairview, downtown Anchorage, Alaska. Now don't tell anyone, but I have never been in love before, and I'm 47 and counting. It's true. From Las Vegas, New York cocktail waitress, to real TV, news anchor, reporter, journalist, online videos, not blogs, producer, reporter, slave, editor, post, pre-production, written, everything, oral, verbal, written, everything, entertainment, politics, guns, everything, outdoor activities, indoor activities. What am I forgetting? Everything, magazines, TV, print, online. What else am I forgetting? I know I am! Now, of course, Scott Randall Centers gave me his Jeep, gifted it to me on my birthday, January 22nd, 2025 last year, because when he messed with it with his team and or he was on their team, right, it couldn't be under his name. Last one of the night, and I don't want to forget this banger. So it was on a weekend, it was a Sunday. I wanted to go to KPVM television headquarters by choice, not in Las Vegas, in our Suite 25. So Scott Centers wants to come. So he drives his Bronco, the blue one, the only one that I know about, and he's being passive aggressive. I don't think we brought Happy, so everybody was at home but us. So we go in there, not for long, and he is like walking around, like not casing the place kind of. He's in the hallway, and then he goes in the PCR, MCR room, and I think, you know, one of the owners, well, they have desks in there. So I go in, I said, what are you doing? You know, like he didn't like open drawers. I said, what are you doing? This isn't yours. I hope the audio and video was working, right? This isn't yours. So then, they knew I was going, you know, it was okay. They knew I was going. So then he's in the TV studio, the main one, Scott Center, and he's looking at all of the wires, and he's getting huffy and passive aggressive, and I was embarrassed. Scott Centers. That was last, I guess, late winter or early spring 2025. Scott Randall Centers. Look at Lil Randall Centers' arm. See, his right arm just goes out. For what? Can you see it? Lil Randall, what do you know? Is there a microchip from your head somewhere that they're watching everything? I guess good now. Thank you for safeguarding Lil Randall, LVMPD EV. Scase Mariamu, y me coriasmeni, the palsto como tirio, que supermarket, popo themu, o kefalimu, krivatimu, monomu, sto Lil Randall, que agapi. Gotta stay up early in the morning, and well, that was not June 3rd, it's June biggity 4th, 2026 in downtown Las Vegas, and we're all, well, not me or some Greeks, I don't think, are transitioning to kind of Greek names. I don't know, now there's a new Maximus or Maximos. Is it Maximus Vekle? Has he gone on the other side, to the Christian Greek side? Is he the failed judicial candidate or the liquor distributor mixologist? I was young and foolish, didn't know what I was doing, but I did. Early in the matter,